If at-home grooming feels messy and time-consuming, this all-in-one pet grooming vacuum and dryer system might change that. This was gifted by Oneisall to try out, so let's go ahead and take a look at what comes in the box. So this is the main unit, and it consists of two different compartments. You have your compartment for your fur collection and then for the drying. And each compartment has its own hose. The clear hose is used for the collection of the fur, and then you have your solid gray hose, which is used for the blow drying. The hose is very simply attached to each individual end of the unit. As you can see here, this is for the blow drying. You simply line it up and screw it in, and it stays in place. And then the same would be for the fur collection. Very straightforward and easy to use. With regards to how the unit is run, the top of the unit has all of the controls. You have your toggle switch, which goes back and forth between the fur collection and the blow drying function. The power is controlled by this knob here. And then down below, you have your temperature controls. So if we turn this back on, right now it's set to the blow drying function. And as you can see, by controlling the arrows, you can turn the heat up, and then you can turn it back down. And then you can switch it over to the fur collection. The temperature is going to be on. So pretty straightforward to use. Now, of course, the pet grooming vacuum and dryer comes with a number of attachments. And one thing that I do like, Oneisall was so kind to include this large bag to keep all the attachments in. So first off, we're going to take a look at the collection side of this unit. It comes with a number of different attachments. First off, we will take a look at the actual clipper, and the clipper can be used attached to the hose or all on its own. And it is powered with this switch here on the side. You have two separate speeds, and then it shows you how much charge is left in the actual clipper. It does come with several different guide combs, and they are simply just slid on and off of the clipper, and they lock into place, so they're nice and sturdy. You don't have to worry about them coming off when you're using the clipper. And with regards to the attaching, you simply line it up, it clicks into place, and then to release it, it's a matter of hitting the blue button and it comes off. And all of the other attachments for the fur collection side would attach the same way. For the charging, you simply have your cable that you would attach and charge it that way. First, we have the shedding comb, and again, it just simply attaches to the hose for the fur collection. If you hit this little button on the top, which says clean, the little combs come in and out, and when you are ready to clear this of the fur, hit the button and it will suck it up into the canister. Then you have the next tool, which is the pin comb, and this would be really good for getting the fur out of golden retrievers, huskies, German shepherds. And as you can see, the pins are protected. They have a little white tip on them, so it's not going to dig into the dog's skin. And again, when you're ready to clean the pins, you hit the clean button, a little lever pops down, loosens the fur, and then it gets sucked up into the canister. Next, you have the nozzle, which is great for when you're doing any scissoring and you have fur laying around on the table. Excellent for doing that quick cleanup. And I actually saved a little bit of Rory's fur from the last time we did a grooming session. So I'm just going to show you how well that actually works. Dump this out and make sure it's on the cleaning for the vacuum. And we're going to turn that on. And as you can see, it sucks up into the canister. Pet hair removal tool. It's very similar to a lint brush. It has a little roller that goes back and forth. This, I have to say, worked really well. I am extremely impressed with that. Several times when grooming Rory, especially with the scissoring, it gets all through my clothes and his fur really digs into the material. And this did an absolutely amazing job for rolling over my clothing and removing that. And then next we have the tools that you would use on the drying side. This is a diffuser. It helps to disperse the heat and the airflow from the unit. This would do really well for a dog that has a long coat to allow you to get right in close to the body to get that undercoat nice and dry. And it also comes with a round end attachment and a long narrow. So each one of these attachments would disperse the airflow differently. They just simply screw onto the attachment and then you just take them off. Very straightforward and simple. Now, with regards to the canister and the removal of the hair, that also is very straightforward. If you take a look here, after removing the hose, there's a little lip for your fingers. Just simply lift up, it comes off. There's a little gray button on the top. If you simply push that, and you can remove the fur. You can also take off the filter and this metal screen, and it does come with a little brush for cleaning all that fine hair out. And for putting it back on, just line it up and push it down into place. Very straightforward for using. And then of course it also comes with your 2 different manuals that explains everything with regards to the main unit and all of the attachments and how to get the best use out of the pet grooming vacuum and dryer. And I also like that with the main unit, the extension cord is really long, so it makes it a lot easier if your plug isn't right next to your grooming station. So after using the Oneisall pet grooming vacuum and dryer, I really appreciate having the trimming, fur collecting, and drying all in the one system. For us, it has made at-home grooming feel much more manageable. And after a few uses, Rory the toy poodle definitely gives it his paw of approval.